Otherwise, originally you are from Mauritius or from?
I am from Mauritius. I was born. My father was born in Mauritius, but my parents came from India as laborers in the beginning of 19th century.
So they were from Chennai?
1820, like that, yeah.
They are from South India, Tamil Nadu?
No. We are from the south of India. We are from the, I still remember, we are from the Bihari belt, not from Bihar, but I think there is one state we have got, they speak Bihari. So we are from that state, it's in the Bihari belt.
So how did you reach into, or why your parents went into Mauritius?
So, at that time, when slavery was abolished, so the slaves just want to work in the field, in the sugarcane field. So the government, England was ruling, colony of England.
Yeah.
So they looked for laborers, which was quite cheap. And they were brought in here to work in Mauritius, in South Africa, even in the Caribbean islands and everything like that. So even in the Fiji and other places like that.
Okay.
So we came here. My great grandfather came here.
And what were you doing?
Well, I was the Commissioner of Community Development in Mauritius. I studied social work and community work at the university, and I was a commissioner lately, and then I retired some 10 years back.
Where did you study?
In Mauritius itself.
Mauritius, okay.
Yeah, we have got a university here, so we studied here.
Okay.
But Guruji, I have traveled nearly all over the world. I say not all the countries, but in all the 5 continents.
Okay.
Because I have been going to give lectures, talks on community work and sustainable development and social work also.
Wonderful.
Well, I've been presenting papers and then giving, like I was invited to be the keynote speaker in some of the conferences.
Good.
Yeah. The question is this,
Just one.
like the Christians have got the Bible to follow, the Muslims have got the Quran, and she just asked me a question. She's a student. She has done a message in medical engineering. So I said, I gave some kind of answer that we don't depend on only, we have got different avatars, that's why we have got different teachings. So we have to collect all the teachings to follow.
If I ask, give me the biodata or maybe life story of a person, I can give it.
Yeah.
But how do you describe life?
Yeah. The life is, I describe the life that we give birth.
Yeah, but then each person will describe it different, right?
Yeah, different, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Hinduism is like describing life.
Yeah.
Muslim, Christian, Jain, Buddhism, they have to describe only one message from one person, one messenger.
What? Yeah.
So you cannot say this is the book in Hinduism, because it is not the book, it is plenty of books.
Yeah.
So what are the beginning origin of Hinduism?
Yeah.
The beginning origin of Hinduism is looking at all energy forces.
Yeah.
So it starts with describing wind, sun, all the natural forces.
Yeah.
Panchabhutam. The basic is Panchabhutam.
All the 5.
Yeah.
The wind, the sun, water, earth, Yes, sir.
Yes. So, where is God? God is all the five elements, energy forces.
Yeah, yeah.
When that is not easily understandable,
Yeah,
people started giving symbolic
yeah.
representations of that. And how do you, maybe you wanted to pray to water, sun, air.
Mm-hmm.
We want to give them
Yeah.
some symbolic representations, and then stories
Okay,
started.
okay. Yeah,
That is how the mythology, stories, Puranas,
yeah, yeah,
Itihasas, all that came.
yeah.
So whatever we know Hinduism today is mostly on Itihasa Puranas. That is why Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, everything is explained like that.
Yeah.
But there was a poet who looked at the concept of maybe the first, oldest, biggest, longest story is Ramayana.
Yeah,
Ramayana is actually nature.
yeah,
Sita is the earth.
yeah.
Rama is sun.
Mm-hmm.
And cloud is the Ravana.
Mm-hmm.
Hanuman is the wind.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see all the five elements came there, right?
Yeah.
Air came, water came, cloud is water. And only when the cloud comes and hits, the shower can come so that Rama can see Sita.
Yeah.
See what a great concept of visualizing a story with the close to nature.
Mm-hmm.
So similarly, when that was described, people thought Rama is God.
Mm-hmm.
Sita is a goddess.
Yeah.
Actually, these are all representation of different energy forces. Yeah.
But Guruji, we are talking about you have mentioned of the Ramayana, but you have referred as Ram from the sun, Sita the earth,
Yeah.
the cloud is Ravan, and Hanuman is the wind.
Yeah.
But where goes the water?
What is Ravana? When the sun breaks, breaks, the cloud shower comes.
Yeah, yeah.
That is water.
Okay, okay, yeah.
So every concept of Indian, there is a beautiful saying.
Mm-hmm.
God is everywhere.
Yeah.
If some of our rituals, some of our concepts made them to stay in only some temples, that is wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
God is undescribable.
Yeah.
If somebody tries to describe it, that is another wrong.
Mm-hmm.
God is formless.
Yeah.
But if we give form to God,
mm-hmm.
that is another mistake.
Yeah.
So there is a Appaya Dikshitar, a person from Andhra,
yeah,
who elaborates the wrong things Hinduism have undergone.
Okay.
Rupam Rupa Vivarjidasya Bhavado Dhyayena Yat Kalpitam. Rupam Rupa Vivarjidasya Bhavado.
So they're giving the form.
Giving the form for something which doesn't have a form.
Yeah.
And then describing something which doesn't have description.
Yeah.
All these are mistakes. What I have done. That is what the poet says.
Yeah.
Doshatrayam matkritam 3 mistakes which I did in my life.
Yeah.
He is giving this.
Yeah.
So these are all part of explanation to tell somebody
Yeah.
where,
What is?
yeah, we don't have shape, we don't have God, we don't have, no, it is all concept.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
concept, to teach concept, I will require some sort of a symbolic representation.
Yeah. A medium like.
Yeah, medium like showing it into picture form,
Yeah.
giving it in the description form, putting it in some place so that people will follow it very systematically.
Yeah. Yeah.
All these were the later part of making people to understand. That is why it was made like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in the class you told us about that.
Yeah.
That different, the rishi, the munis, they have been, visualizing after the tapasyas and the meditation there. And they have, each of them, they have given a different concept.
Yeah.
To what they felt, what is the, that is, or the supreme energy.
Huh.
And yeah, I think, yeah, that makes sense.
The second line of that is Stutya nirvajaniyata akhila guru durigrita enmaya. Stutya nirvajaniyata akhila guru, which cannot be given a shape. I keep describing the shape of Bhagavan, the beauty of goddesses. Vyaptitvam cha nirakritam bhagavato yat tirthayatra dina. God is everywhere, but I keep saying you should go to this temple, this mountain, that mountain. They are all great.
Yeah.
Actually, there is nothing like this temple, that temple. This river, if you take bath, it is good. Nothing like that, because water is one and the same.
Yeah.
Chandavyam jagadisha tadvikalatam doshatrayam matkritam. These are all my 3 doshas which I did. So here it says you cannot describe. Suppose if I want to describe something which cannot be described, each person who is describing will take their own style of description.
Yeah.
That is why we have different Upanishad, different Veda.
Yeah.
So each Veda, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda,
yeah.
all the students who studied that, they started asking lot of questions.
Yeah.
And those questions became Upanishads. Upanishads are actually students asking question and getting explanation.
Okay. Upanishad, yeah.
So every student have got a different question. According to the student's version, Upanishad became different. That is why we have Brihadaranya Upanishad, Hamsa Upanishad, Mandrika Upanishad, Bhikshuka Upanishad, Mulgula Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, Kaustaki Upanishad. There are hundreds of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Guruji. Yeah, I'm getting now a vision of it now. At least I can say that we don't, when God is presented in one form, it is formless.
Yeah.
And it's the supreme energy. I remember you having said about this energy, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. Yeah. That was the cosmic energy that existed, the whole sum of it.
Yes.
Well, it clicks to my mind that there was that supreme force that was existing, and then created Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, so that they can manage the earth, protect the earth, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah. So that force existed. We always consider that force to be, represented as Shakti, which is as mother, Janani.
Yeah. Now, Veda itself, you have Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharva Veda.
Atharva Veda came later.
Atharva Veda would have been in the beginning. Then Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda would have come.
Acha.
And then we have Brahmanas. Brahmanas is how the descriptions, the Rigveda Brahmana is the Yajurveda Brahmana, Samaveda Brahmanas, in which then Aranyakas. And then we have Upanishads.
Acha.
And there are so many different versions. Then what is called Upaveda, the auxiliary supplementary classes. And that is where we have, that is where we have Arthashastram, economics, Dhanurvedam, the art of fighting, armory, Gandharva Vedam, the art of dance, music, etc. Ayurvedam, which is the art of life,
basic mathematics,
life caring systems. And we have Sthapatya Vedam. Sthapatya Vedam is how to construct architecture. So different sciences. And then Mahapuranas. What we know most of the Puranas is Vishnu Puranam, Agni Puranam, Malsya Puranam, Vamana Puranam, Padma Puranam, Bhavishya Puranam, Bhagavatam. That is Krishna's life. Garuda Puranam. Shiva Puranam. Bhagavatam. Yes. So different people started looking at this. Different poets started explaining it in their own style.
Now I have a picture I can explain to her now.
What is she doing? What is she doing?
She's a medical engineer.
Okay.
And at present she came to Mauritius for because he changed the job. He left her job, the former job.
Okay.
It was a part-time job as lecturer in the school, and she left it and came to see her mother in Mauritius. She's my sister's daughter, and she has done her MSc in medical engineering, and she just got another job while she was here in Mauritius. She had an interview with a German company, and they have offered her a managerial post in London, a German company. They are making, things so that you can, like surgeries they put for the knee and everything. They have to develop it. So it is a company, and she works in that. She can design something for as if you have to change the kneecap. So she it, and then they will play.
So we have now this Saturday I am planning to meet almost the same time, 3:30. The South African people. You send your picture and I will put your name also there. Where we wanted to develop the youth has got a lot of problems in South Africa.
Well, everywhere, Guruji, even in Mauritius, the youth are having lots of problems. Because they are trying, the problem of drugs is really ravaging.
Yes. So I have got some volunteers in Namibia. They are making youth group and discussing.
Oh, that's really wonderful.
I want you can send your picture. I will put from Mauritius. You are joining as a person for you can have a consult. You can talk to them. They can talk to you.
Oh, definitely. I would love to do that.
We will. You send your picture and your name, and I will put from Mauritius. You are there in the panel.
Yeah. I'll do that.
So I
So
was blessed.
I was blessed to have good gurus.
I
I
used to
used to
travel
travel
with
with
my
my
guru
guru
who was,
who was.
Yeah,
yeah,
you told me in the class.
yeah.
I remember you told me. I wish I had the same, because let me be frank with you. My father was a Karam Kandi Pandit.
Okay.
And he was doing the pujas and the Bhagavad Gita and everything like that, 9 days and so on like that. But at that time when Mauritius was poor and everything, so, all the parents were trying to, give education to the children so that they can get better jobs and then you can get well paid and everything like that.
Yeah.
Because when they were, at the time the Karam Kandi Pandit in Mauritius could not earn that much.
Okay.
So further, gave, through us in this medium. So, but now I feel that I should read. That's why I'm trying to learn Sanskrit and trying to understand. Although I had such an interest in that, because when I had the conference on environment, I made a link with one professor, Dwivedi, who is in Canada, but he's from Indian origin. So I talked to him, and then in one of the conference of environment protection, I was talking about the Hindus' views, from the Hindu point of view, how we have been respecting the environment, this way. I've been thinking like that. Although I don't know much, but the little I know, I try to share it.
The other day, I don't know whether you have seen, I will refer that one day I was there in one place called Earth Center in Hyderabad.
Achha.
They were parallelly conducting discussions when the Glasgow COP26 was happening. So I did not participate, but the end of the day I was asked to go there to speak.
Yeah.
So I was telling Indian heritage knowledge about environment concept was so strong.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you know, there is a sloka which says, Dashakupam ekavapi. Did you hear this?
Well, I may have heard it,
Dashakupam ekavapi. 10 wells are equal to one small water pond.
Achha.
Dashavapi eka nadi. 10 ponds are equal to one river. Dashanati eka vrikshaha. 10 rivers are equal to Dashanati eka putraha. 10 rivers are equal to one son.
Achha.
Dashaputro eka vrikshaha. 10 kids are equal to one tree.
Tree.
So the highest was considered as tree. So there are a lot of such. I was explaining on Ishtapurtam, that I will share with you that.
Yeah.
Actually, what is Hinduism? To connect with your question just now, what we asked.
Yeah.
My guru said, what is Hinduism? Hinduism can be explained as Sanatana Dharma. What is Sanatana Dharma? Which is most modern and ancient.
Yeah.
Which satisfies the timeless life.
Yeah.
And in which two parts are there. Ishta and Purta. So what is Hinduism? Is Ishta Purta. What I do for myself is called Ishta Karma.
Achha.
What I do for society is called Purta Karma. Purta. Yeah, I will send you those videos.
Okay. Just,
Yeah.
Do you have certain, literatures like on these, like the slokas
Yes.
and everything?
It's all
which is
there.
an environment?
I will send you on that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that Purta Karma describes how do I take care of the society. That is also part of Hinduism.
Yeah.
So my life and others' life. That is how it is described. So thinking about my life, thinking about others' life, thinking about life, not this life, subsequent lives and what will happen after death, everything is being explained, right? Yeah, that's a big science.
Well, what do you mean by Ishtar? Ishtar is trying to know that.
No, Ishta is like going to temple, doing puja, doing prayers, studying, taking care of your life, as if all are my requirement, my requirement, my requirement. When I think of not mine, for somebody else, it becomes purta.
Yeah. And Hinduism lays the foundation of in the Putta karma.
Yeah, Ishtapurta karma. So my guru says Hinduism is Ishtapurtam. What is for you, what is for somebody else. If you explain these two, that finishes Hinduism.
Yeah. Okay.
So there are different
really
different ways of looking at Hinduism.
But you know, Guruji, I don't know. If I come to India, I'll come and see over there in Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah. Otherwise, let this COVID and all go. I can come anytime to Mauritius.
Oh yeah, you will be most welcome. You can come, Guruji. You can stay at my place. We have got ample space.
Mauritius is a place to visit, correct?
Yeah.
And Mauritius is a place where Indians can come on arrival, visa can be obtained.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more liberal. I traveled up to Fiji for a Ramayana conference.
Oh, in Mauritius?
On Indian government sponsored program, I went to Fiji to give a Ramayana talk.
Oh, yeah.
And my students in America took me to America to give Bhagavad Gita classes.
Oh, that's great.
And
I might talk to we have got a Hindu house, and then also the Sanatan Dharma Temple Federation.
Yeah.
I can talk to them and try to see if once COVID is, we can plan that when you come, you can give some talks, or you can conduct for a week like the Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita. My father used to do for 9 days.
Yes. So who all staying with you now in Mauritius?
I am alone. I'm a brahmachari, Guruji. I'm not married.
Okay.
And my parents passed away, so I had a brother who had got polio and was bedridden. I looked after my brother.
Okay.